think a lot of actors will say the same thing. It's playing your opposites. You know, what the best way to play a person who's intoxicated is to play against that and play an intoxicated person who's trying not to be intoxicated. So I think the same would go for someone who is be conniving or someone who is dumb. You know, you play at the top of your intelligence because a dumb person doesn't want to be registered as dumb. So I think it's probably in that, playing the opposites.
And 19, and I'm just going to say, we're trying to control the sound, so you really do have to speak up.
I'll speak loudly.
As an actor who was mostly known for his comic work, how important do you think it was to do something so different, so dramatic? And did you know what an impact it would have on your career?
That remains to be seen. I know the impact that it's had on me personally, and I'm really psyched and happy about it. It's, you know, it's something you dream about. It's, and it's, I don't know. I mean, to answer your question, I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the career. In terms of doing something dramatic, it wasn't part of a master plan. It wasn't something that I was aiming for. It just kind of happened, and this wasn't a part that I had solicited or gotten in touch with. You know, I didn't read the breakdown of, oh, here's a guy who killed another guy, and he's a very, very dark character. That has my name written all over it. I didn't think I would be in the mix in terms of a character like that. But my agent recommended me to Bennett, and it gave him pause, and he called me in, and we met and talked about the script. So it was kind of a big surprise for me, but it was challenging. And I think what I take away most from it was that it was incredibly scary, and that was good. And I think I'm going to try to do, if it has any sort of impact career-wise, I want to do things that scare me a little bit more, because I think good things can come out of that.
Well, I guess you sort of just answered the question. I was going to ask.
Then I'm not going to answer yours.
Does this mean you're going to look forward to maybe attempting more dramatic roles?
Starting right now, yes. Yeah, sure. I mean, I just want to do stuff that's good. I mean, I think that's every actor's hope, is to just be part of something that's good and that people respond to, whether it's a comedy or a drama. So I don't have any pretense about doing drama over comedy, but I'd like to have the comedy be challenging and scary as well at this point.
Okay, so you're at home, you have just poured a cup of coffee for yourself and Nancy, and the conversation about Oscar comes up, about you and
I love this picture you're painting.
You tell me what this conversation at home is like between you and your wife.
Talking about like an Oscar conversation?
That you're nominated.
Well, I wish I could tell you that I was cool the morning. I wish I could say that the phone rang and woke me up and I said, I think we've had this conversation, that the phone rang and I said, oh my gosh, I forgot that was today. And what a surprise. That's wonderful. Click and go back to sleep. That was not, I was up at 5:30, exactly that, with a cup of coffee, sitting downstairs in the darkness. And my wife, I didn't know she had woken up too, but she was watching in our bedroom. So when my name was announced, I ran upstairs to tell her, and she was running downstairs. So we met at the top of the stairs, and we're just jumping up and down for about 10 minutes. And I'll just never forget that. It's a very unique moment, and just such a supremely happy one, and to share that with my wife, and to have her be so supportive and so a part of it was just really fun and exciting.